Like, don't ever get your time wasted.
Nah.
Wasted time is something you can't get back. So once I say, when you a young dude, a kid, or even a young man, like early on, I say 18 to 21 years old,
Yeah, that's cool.
it's cool.
I say even 24. Once you hit 25, you need to start looking for something.
Yeah, you got to start thinking differently. You got to start having that shift in your brain.
Well, shit, and that shift kind of like it's happening gradually. So I'm just like, I gotta find something that's compatible with what I'm trying to do. But I ain't tripping on it though.
It's some niggas that never get out of that stage. They just love to chase. I know a nigga that had, I ain't saying she was perfect, but he had a decent girl. But he wanted the world so bad. And I know that nigga ain't happy. As much as he could play like he is, he ain't happy.
Yeah.
Niggas be complaining about they girls. Oh, she getting on my nerves, man. She be suffocating me. It should be too much. Nigga, that's your covering.
Sometimes you gotta embrace that shit.
Hell yeah. And I ain't saying not with everybody, because some people are too much. But when you got a good one, and you let that shit go to get old funky bitch, you stupid, nigga. You dumb.
Hell. Cause I used to be like that too with the whole like, you goddamn smothering me and shit. Now it is a such thing as being smothered. I ain't gonna say that.
Oh yeah, it
But
is.
if you got somebody that wants to be around you often, then not accept that shit, man. Cause you ain't gonna find that shit often. A lot of bitches feel like you expandable, especially if they feel like they got options or know they got options.
Especially when you leave a girl and she start doing better without you. That means you was the hold up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You was holding up shit.
But if shit don't change or stay the same, even if it get a tad bit better, you still wasn't a problem. But if shit, like you said, keep elevating to the utmost high, oh bitch, it was your fault. But I was thinking about some shit. You remember the first time when you started smoking, right?
Yeah.
You ever heard the attic bell? The attic bell.
Nah, I thought that's for the wrong thing.
Nah, it can happen with the weed too. It's like whenever you get high, you ever got high to that point where it's like your ears start ringing.
Oh yeah.
That's the attic bell.
I thought you was talking about like, my name is so I have a problem.
Nah, I ain't talking about no AA meetings.
Damn, nigga.
I'm talking about the attic bell. Like that whenever you smoke, I don't know about drinking, but I know whenever you smoke anything for the most part, whenever you start to hear that bell ring in your head, like that, like your head start ringing, you ain't coming back from that shit. That's how that shit got you.
You remember on Need for Speed Most Wanted, when you were raised that heat level, how the screen effect would change, then you go to the next heat. That's how I used to feel back in the day when I used to reach new ceilings of being high. When I done broke that ceiling for the first time I ever broke that ceiling was a crazy feeling. It was a feeling of just a good feeling. I just felt happy. But then as I got older and the weed started getting stronger and shit, when I was smoking in high school early on, first time I had some medical weed, when I broke that ceiling, I felt that change. Like, oh shit,
Yeah, it was
I ain't never been this high before.
Yeah.
And then I remember when that shit stopped. When I didn't feel that feeling no more, it was like,
Fuck.
nah, I'm just high.
Yeah. Every now and then, though, I don't get that high no more. But if I stop smoking, like if I ain't had no weed, no real weed in like a week or two,
Yeah.
it ain't the same high, but it's there. It's up there. But I was thinking about that shit, and I'm like, cause I was watching some shit a couple months back, and they was talking about like the little attic bell you hear whenever you get high. It was like people smoke crack, they hear this bell, and once they hear that bell, that's how you know you stuck. I'm like, damn, that's probably the same thing with the weed.
I'm pretty sure. Especially you get the coughing and shit. See, with weed, you hear that bell because you coughing more. I ain't saying on crack you ain't gonna cough. But you can tell when nigga done got high on crack. They take that hit and the motherfucker say,
oh yeah, they don't.
and that shit go out real slow.
Yeah, zoned out.
Hey, yeah, hell yeah. Motherfucker hit that shit and they go on an instant mission. My pops used to smoke that shit, then they go on an instant mission. That motherfucker hit that shit and then just get the staring that shit for a long time.
Damn, I ain't never noticed that shit was right there.
That nigga light a cigarette. That motherfucker hit that shit one time. By the time he try to come back to it and hit it again, that bitch done burned all the way down and just ash left. And he looked down, put it down, grab another one, and just repeat the process. That nigga burned through cigarettes like crazy back in the day.
Trying to keep that high up. I know with me though, nigga, when I felt myself break multiple cigarettes. And I was like, yo, this shit. Like my first time smoking, when I done smoked weed before, but like my first time actually facing a blunt and getting high, when I was with Malik and shit, nigga, I couldn't even stay up while I smoked a blunt. And it was some regular weed too. I'm talking about like, eyes be blurred in the motherfucker, can't see shit, none of that. I be high as a bitch. But I started smoking, man. Started doing that shit by myself, especially once I figured out how to roll. She used to roll my blunts for me, so I had to learn how to roll my own shit when I was at the crib. But I was like, man, niggas used to tell me, like, try to maintain where you at with that saving a blunt, because a blunt used to last me 3 days. An eighth last me a week.
Yeah, nigga, you doing good.
Yeah.
Smoking a blunt a day.
Yeah. Smoking a blunt a day was like, it was cool. I mean, I used to look at a quarter and be like, man, I ain't gonna never finish this shit. I get a half and it's like, man, this motherfucker lasts me a month.
Hell yeah.
Now a half probably, if I pace it right, a half will last me 3 days. But I gotta learn how to, my thing with that is, I've been rolling my blunts big enough to get me high, but I space my time at a little bit better. I just gotta, once I get to that point to where the weed stop hitting, once you get used to the weed that you smoking, you start hitting this shit back to back. That's why I gotta stop it. Cause I miss that shit. I miss being able to look at a quarter and be like, man, this is too much. I miss that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, I miss it.
I just learned how to manage my shit better now. I used to abuse the weed at one point. I was just smoking stupidly. And now it's like, when I'm by myself, I'll smoke a blunt. But, you know, if I get off and I ain't at the house by myself, my girl at the house, then if she don't smoke, I probably won't go back outside that night. That's how I be. I'll smoke on the way home, and then I ain't gonna go back out there that night. But the next day, yeah, I got to smoke me some. But in group settings, that's when I smoke a lot of weed. Because I'm not the person, you know, you rolling up, nigga, I'm gonna hit that shit, and I'm gonna want to roll up. There's something about being in sessions that made me want to get high like that, but I don't do that often no more. That was an everyday thing at one point.
Yeah. I didn't realize how many blunts I could smoke until I was with Ness and he had the Airbnb. And I got smoked the whole day. I ain't even Nero ass was like, nigga, you ain't stopped smoking since. Hell no, nigga, I ain't. I was motherfuckers keep asking me to roll some shit up, passing shit to me and have me roll some shit up, nigga, I'ma smoke.
Yeah.
But it was like, nigga, after that shit though, it was crazy because I was smoking so much, nigga, I probably smoked about 15, at least 10. And I'm like, Nigga, I was high, but I was maintaining. It was like, I got to the point now where I got to kind of figure some shit out because if I would have stopped smoking for 30 minutes to an hour, I'd have been sober. After all them blunts.
Yeah, you got a problem.
Yeah. I was like, nah, let me slow up.
I remember this bad when niggas was in high school. I was like 16. And how this shit worked out, I know I smoked over an ounce that day. But, yeah, hell yeah, easy. Because it started off like this. Nigga knock at the door, yo. I come to the door, what up? You trying to smoke? It's 9 o'clock in the morning, 8:30. So I'm like, damn, nigga, this is early as fuck, but I'm like, fuck it, let's smoke. He roll up, I roll up. That's 2 blunts. And then from there on, it's just all day smoking. Everybody I talked to had some weed. It's just one of them days. It's like Ice Cube said, it was a good day for the weed, goddamn it. Everybody had it. Every time I would talk to another person, they roll up. I roll up again. 2 more people come up. They got weed. They roll up too. It was just, we smoked all day from 8:30, 9 o'clock that morning until like 2 o'clock that morning.
Damn.
We were just smoking. I was burned out, bro. Like, shit had my throat burning normal after a while. Like,
yeah, after a certain point, I stopped. Once my chest started,
like,
I stopped.
Damn, we done smoked all day, but I ain't ate all day. So it's like 3 in the morning by this time when we get done with everything. And two of these older niggas in the neighborhood had a car. So I asked this girl, I'm like, yo, let's go to Sheets with them. She like, I ain't really trying to go. I'm like, man, come on, man. Go with that motherfucker, we get in the car accident on the way to Sheets.
Y'all smoked on the way to Sheets?
Nah, we was just riding the Sheets. Got in a motherfucking car accident.
Oh.
This bitch ran a red light. And she was going so fast, instead of us getting hit by her, we wound up hitting her. Spin her car around facing the way she came. Nigga ain't had no seatbelt on in the back. All I heard was the nigga up front say, oh shit, watch out. And before I could turn all the way, all I could see out the corner of my eye was headlights. What's happening? I keep closing. You hitting the power button?
Trying not to. Damn. Every time I press the down button, my fucking hand up here.
I be taking screenshots all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we get in the car accident. I ain't got the seatbelt on. So when I hear niggas say watch out, I look to my left.
That motherfucker just coming.
And all I can see his headlights. So nigga, I close my eyes. So I'm like, oh shit. Like in that split second, I'm like, nigga, it's over. It's over. And I just got in trouble by my mom and shit like the week before because she was getting mad because I wasn't doing right in school. I was always out every night, late. So she told me, you need to be in the house by 10 o'clock. So of course I listened to what she said, but I just did what the fuck I wanted to do anyways. And then we got in that accident, bro. And when I opened my eyes back up, the car stopped. I just remember holding on to this little car seat that was in the middle in the back of the driver's seat. And when we finally stopped, opened my eyes and realized I was still alive, nigga. I touched myself and said, oh shit. So niggas up front, nigga like, oh shit, man. His chest was hurting and shit. Oh, girl in the back with me looking like, I look at her, she like, Raekwon, I told you I didn't want to go. So I'm like, damn, yo, my bad, bro, my bad. I'm like, so what you about to do? She's like, huh? I was like, what you about to do? Because I'm about to leave. She was like, what you mean? I don't think we supposed to do that. I
Bitch,
said,
I'm out of here. I ain't driving to none of that
I
shit.
said, man, I'm gone. I don't supposed to be out here. Like, I ain't got time for this shit. Police will know. First thing they gonna say is,
where you stay at?
Where your parents? I ain't gonna ask why I'm staying there, because I can tell them anything. I'm going to my sister's house. Nah, where your parents stay? I ain't want to hear that shit, so I jumped out the car, nigga, and I dipped. I'm walking back down the side of the road, and I'm just looking, paranoid as fuck. Keep looking back the whole time when I see the ambulance and shit pull up.
Fuck.
Because I came up there for a mission. I still did
Now we
go to
gotta go
Sheets.
help people customize.
I went up there on a mission. I still did go to Sheets. I had to.
Yeah.
I came this far and I made it.
Nigga, you really walked the sheet?
We was right there in the intersection.
Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna go.
Hell yeah, nigga. I walked straight over there to Sheets. I watched the ambulance and shit pull up, the police, and I'm just pacing back and forth in Sheets looking. Man, I don't know. Somebody gonna say, man, we seen this dude get out the car and walk. Mind your fucking business.
Yeah, because there's gonna be somebody out there like that.
I was nervous as hell, boy. So then when I started walking back down the road, I'm glancing over there and shit. And nobody said nothing, so I hurried up, walked down the street. I got back to the crib. I told Gab, I woke up. I'm like, yo, we just got in a fucking car accident. She like, what? Got in the car with my mom and she was driving like goddamn speed racer. I had to tell her. I just had to break down and tell her, yo, you gonna have to slow this. You gonna have to slow this shit down. You can't be driving this motherfucker like that, man. Like, I just got in a car accident last night and you got me fucked up here. Where you stopping at the last minute and
Shit got you nervous.
hell yeah, nigga, my front toes balled up and shit. Goddamn, nigga, hell no. Like, I got PTSD right now.
How the fuck you get into an accident?
I had to tell her. I had to.
She probably already knew.
I said, I know you told me not to, but I was hungry as fuck because we smoked all day. I had to go get something to eat, man. I went out last night with somebody caught a ride at 3 in the morning. We got in an accident. I had to tell her. Like, man, I needed some food. Like, nigga, I needed that shit. Why didn't you call me? Because I ain't want to hear that shit. I knew you was going to trip, so I left. I was hurt when niggas wound up getting paid. Niggas started getting some money off that shit.
Damn. Niggas forgot about that.
I knew about it, but I just didn't want to go through the get
extra
grilled
shit,
by
huh?
the police and all that shit. Yeah, bro, police. Then going through that shit with my mom. I was already, I told you, in trouble and shit. Like I was fucking up in school. I wasn't coming. And then when I was coming, I had to be 17 because that was senior year. Yeah, I was 17. Then, you know, shit, nigga, I come to school on Mondays. I came to school a few days just to pick up some money and go back home. I remember I did that shit. I didn't even go to first period some days. And then some days I go to first period and don't come back to school. One day I'm leaving out, walking through the path, about to cut through the lakes. I look to my right, Miss Huminic is sitting outside the door just looking at me. He just watching me walk through the path. I stopped, I looked at him, and I just kept walking.
That nigga was freak as hell. Just the human. He was cool, but he was a dick.
Yeah, he had his moments, boy. He damn sure had his moments. Boy, I remember Tyron ass by God said that racist shit in his classroom.
He said what?
He said some racist shit in that nigga class about some Jews or something. And Mr. Huminic, I'm thinking to myself like, nigga, after that shit, I was like, bruh, why the fuck would you say something about Jews? That nigga last name is Huminic. All the thing you had to do to Mr. Huminic was get this nigga 2 curls on the side of his head and he looked just like one. How the fuck can you put that 2 together? Like,
I remember. Junior year, right?
yeah.
Coach T, when we first got all the young coaches, remember the young white one? He was like, not Coach Reese. The young white dude.
Yeah.
Coach T.
Yeah.
Coach T. It was Coach T. Coach X, I think. And nah, what's the name wasn't nah. But I knew it was T and Coach X. They had pressed Mr. Humidity. Because he wouldn't pass me. All I needed was a C. And he wouldn't give me a D. Coach T was like, Coach T, white man to another white man. I was like, dude, what the fuck's your problem? He was like, all you need is the C. He's out of what the fuck I have? I was like 1 point away from the C.
He kept you at a 76 instead of a 77?
Something like that, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some...
Yeah. They had pressed that nigga. He was like, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, all right. And they came back to practice next week. T was like, we got you. Like,
that's crazy, bro.
God damn, boy, the motherfuckers, man. The motherfuckers. He had us right there too. It was me, Jamal, T, and Coach X. Coach X was just standing in the back. T was doing all the talking and shit, and it was crazy, nigga. Like,
you know, I don't want to label him as that, but since we on the subject, we'll talk about teachers that don't want to see you be successful. And my sister went through that shit. She had this teacher that was a dick to her. Every time the bell ring, he'd see her right there at the door. He'd go, hurry up quick, shut the door, say, you gotta go get a note. You're late.
That's crazy.
Got to the point where she stopped going to his class because she'd tell the people in the office ain't nothing changing, and he keep acting like that towards her, so she stopped going to his class. You know, that nigga wanted to give her 2 points so she could walk across the stage at graduation. She got her diploma, but she wasn't allowed to walk because of his class.
Man.
She needed 2 points and he wouldn't give it to her.
Man, them motherfuckers used to, like, fuck 2 points.
They do exist out here. They do exist out here. Teachers that don't give a fuck about you. And that's the ones where it's like, did you get in the shit because your family are teachers or what? But to get in there for anything else besides the love of teaching,
yeah,
like, and helping people, why are you doing this?
Because it came before a check.
No, because y'all don't get paid shit, especially here. So it'd be funny for niggas like bitch ass Mr. Abernathy. Paper or plastic? Paper or plastic?
Bitch raw when I'm hitting your bitch, nigga.
That's all you're gonna be able. That's all you're gonna do when you graduate.
I had one teacher freshman year. She used to change my grades on tests and shit. But she told me, she was like, it's not gonna matter because you're probably not gonna go to a 4-year college anyway. I'm gonna put you on, bitch.
Damn. But that shit like that, it's like, why you even doing that shit for, man?
Yeah,
like,
but you know what? It didn't hit me though at the time. Shit like that don't hit me when it's supposed to. It always hit me later. But at the same time, I didn't give a fuck because she was changing my grades and I was passing. And ever since then, I'm like, fuck it. If that's how they feel and that's how they gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Nigga, every math class, I had a teacher change my grades, help me with my test, and change my test. Even we was the one that smoked cigarettes all the time with her voice like this. The white lady, she quit out the
Miss Turner.
Miss Turner. Even Miss Turner changed my grades. But the assistant teacher she had in there with her, she was the one that was changing my tests and stuff. She'd go over the answers with me and shit, and then she'd end up changing the rest. We out of school now, it's been years. Motherfucking Coach Red did it. Was you in the class when I showed him the Mimi Frost sex tape?
I think so.
I had showed him that shit. He changed my grades. Shit, Coach Dillon.
Yeah.
He changed my grades. I used to motherfucking, me and Coach Dillon used to chill. I watched he had me and my sister over to watch the Floyd and Pacquiao fight at his crib.
Shit.
I ain't never told nobody that shit. I went to Virginia with him and shit. His brother's girlfriend at the time. Fight.
Dang.
But the nigga was like a taller version of Stephen Gordon. But had a bitch like who could I compare her to? She was like Sanaa Lathan.
Damn.
Mixed with
A bigger version of Steven?
Yes.
Damn. That nigga was a big ass. That nigga was a mountain, goddammit.
Man, what? And he was nerdy too. But she was like Sanaa Lathan mixed with like. She had like Sanaa Lathan's skin tone, facial features, but she had like Lisa Ray's body.
Damn.
I'm like, yo, this nigga, like, this is a cold nigga. This is a cold nigga.
I
He
think
went to his head. My fault, I ain't even cut you
he
off.
good.
He was coaching a basketball team in Virginia, because that's where he was from. So we went to Virginia to watch him coach his team and shit. This is all during school semester. Coach Reese took us home from prom, and it was me, Jamal, Tony, and Rashad, because they made Rashad go to junior prom with Jamal. I don't understand why, but they just made him do that shit. But he was there. But me and Jamal was in the front, Tony and Rashad was in the back. Coach Reese had a Glock in the back seat behind his truck and shit. So I was like, damn. I was like, can I see this shit? He was like, yeah, go ahead, pull it out. It wasn't loaded in there. I pulled that motherfucker out. I looked in the back seat, I showed him. The motherfucker was like, kid now. The nigga had, Coach Reese had the knife, the brass knuckles with the knife on it. Like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, he like he get you on some illegal shit.
He was big, man. That nigga picked us up at 6 o'clock in the morning to come take us out. Blasting Prince, scared the shit out of everybody. He was like, watch this. Nigga Prince made that guitar scream. He turned that bitch all the way up. Fuck.
Man, I think teachers always expected a lot of me in school. And I used to hate that shit because I could never do nothing, man. Nigga used to leave out the classroom and I ain't know niggas was going to get extra help. I just thought niggas was getting took out of the classroom so they could test in a smaller setting so it wasn't as many people.
Yeah, basically.
And I'm like, shit, can I go? Nah, Raekwon, you don't need it. I'm like, what the fuck? What they better than me for? And then when I found out, I was like,
we wasn't better than y'all.
Oh.
We was not better than y'all.
One of the teachers, I forgot who it was, said, you don't need the help. I said,
Yeah.
oh. They said, nigga, you just ain't fucking trying. I remember Miss Turner class, the young Miss Turner.
Yeah.
Nigga, I failed her shit the whole 3 quarters. And then last quarter, I had a goddamn B in her class or A in her class.
Nigga started applying himself.
Literally. Went from the worst grade in the class to the best grade in the class. When the reports came out, everybody was like, man, hell no, how the fuck you got better than me? I'm like, man, nigga, I stopped selling this shit. I stopped selling, got my shit together, started focusing. Like, school wasn't never hard for me. I just didn't try. That was my project.
Motherfucker for me. Still is.
I never put 100% in the shit back in the day. I just did enough.
Yeah. Nigga, I was trying hard in the motherfucker. Niggas, but you know what's crazy though? People still used to hate that shit that we was going out of class. Niggas on a realistic tip, niggas ain't know, nigga, we still wasn't getting no fucking help. They still weren't helping us. They still weren't fucking helping us. But the main idea of it was just to take us out of that small big room setting because it was just distracting and all this other bullshit like that. And the other stuff he said too.
Yeah.
But it was cool though, cause after we finished, nigga, we was at them bullshit. We used to try to finesse the teacher's time just to stay in that bitch until school class was over with. While y'all was still doing work, we'd still be in that bitch struggling. Niggas be done with the test, still writing down. We'd leave like, nigga, we'd look over it. Everybody had an understanding, nigga, you did not finish that motherfucker, right? Of course, you had a couple nerds that had finished that bitch early and leave, want to go back to class. Nigga, we was trying to stay in that bitch.
Nigga, I used to guess on multiple choice.
What? You supposed to? That's why it's multiple choice, nigga.
A, B, C, C,
D,
D, B, B, C, A. Like, just Crazy shit.
I ain't used this one in a while. Let me mark this one.
Definitely. Let me go on the pattern.
Yeah.
I done failed some shit miserably like that. I done passed some shit guessing. I done passed a lot of tests guessing.
Nigga, I remember Aaliyah passed the homework, put writing Drake lyrics, and Mr.
That's how you know a nigga want to check it out. That's how you know a nigga want to check his shit. He's like, man, fuck these kids.
Wow, she didn't even try. She's lucky I like these songs.
The crazy shit was, I wrote my name on my homework one time for Mr. Burwood and turned that shit in. That bitch called me out. He said, Prince, you didn't even write anything on your paper. All you did was write your name. You have to do something. I was laughing so fucking hard, boy. That nigga used to have me crying laughing, bro.
That nigga was funny as fuck, boy. He got there. Like, his class was so fucking monumental, nigga. You remember everybody that was in there. I remember, nigga, I had him twice. I had Jalen in one of my classes, man. This big nigga was talking about some nigga. This how them white boys and opponents we do. Oh, fuck. Shit.
He talking about Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga was stupid.
Hey, look, he was like, Wallace, what are you over there doing, boy? Stop.
I was in that class with you.
Nigga, that motherfucker was on that wild.
We had everybody in that class. Jonas.
Hell yeah.
Everybody was in that bitch, bro.
We was in that motherfucker doing some dumb shit. Jay was in there with us and everything. Nigga, we was in there wild.
I met a nigga Brandon try to take my motherfucking headphones that time and switch them out with some fake iPhone headphones.
Which one? Was it Brandon or Brandon? Light skinned Brandon?
Light skinned Brandon. He tried to juke me. And I was pissed off about that shit when I realized what he did. So I came to school the next day with the intent. I was like, yeah, when I see that nigga today, I'm gonna punch him in this shit, cause
that's the one with the blue eyes, ain't it?
Yeah.
He like, got big as shit now.
He was kind of swollen in high school, to be real.
Yeah, he done got like dad body though.
Oh.
He big, still big than a motherfucker though. He was always big as shit though.
But yeah, that shit had me tight, boy. We came into school the next day and he seen me, he just gave me the headphones. And I'm like, oh shit, alright. Cause nigga, in here, I said, I ain't about to tell nobody what I'm about to do. Only person I told this shit to was Gab. I said, oh, I get to school tomorrow. This nigga tried to play me and took my shit. I'm gonna fuck him up tomorrow.
I know this white boy, what's the fuck his name? Chance, something like that. Crack ass bitch stole my shit. Stole my headphones. And
niggas was stealing headphones like a motherfucker.
You ever know this nigga named Yeshua?
Damn, it sound familiar.
He was like Hispanic or something like that, but she gave it to Yeshua and shit. Yeshua was a big Hispanic dude, whatever. And I guess he thought I wasn't going to ask him for my shit back just because he was big.
I'm gonna need that, cuz.
Yeah, like, yeah. What's name gave you my shit, man? Like, can I get that back? He said, yeah, I got you. See him the next day, he gave me my shit back. Yeah. A couple weeks later, I stole this shit, gave it to this nigga that came from High Point. You remember this nigga that came from High Point? I forgot his name. And he had came to school with a mink on.
Nah, I don't remember him.
That nigga was there for like a week, and then they kicked his dumb ass out. But I remember that nigga. I remember a lot of shit. Nigga came to school with a mink on. It was fake, but it was nice.
Yeah, that was raccoon, goddamn.
Yeah, that nigga, that was some squirrel meat. But gave it to him, tried to get it back. But, well, yeah, I started that nigga out there, what's his name? Little MP3 player. Get that shit away.
I remember this young nigga trying to buy some weed, and nigga sold them pencil shavings. That shit had me crying, boy. I was happy as hell he bought him some weed. Open that shit up. Man, it's pencil shavings. Bro, I was crying, like.
You wasn't gonna fight to get it back?
Nope, he wasn't.
He was out $20 probably.
I remember niggas used to try to keep getting, back in the day, you know, grams was $20.
Yeah.
Damn, I remember niggas kept trying to come to me like, hey, I got 15. So what I started doing was bringing .7s to school. I had fucked my money up one time. Just spending that shit, then I'm smoking too. So I had to get something small, nigga. I had to get something small just to kind of like shake that. I had to build that shit back up. I got an 8, nigga.
Whew.
That's how bad I was doing.
Shit.
I got an 8. Came to school with that shit. And niggas trying to do that 15 shit. Niggas like, shit, I need 2 blunts. I need a blunt. I had .7s backed up. I was breaking off 3s and 4s and giving them to niggas. I made $90 off an 8 one time. I made $90 off an 8 one time. I was jigging. Then I just started doing that shit on the regular, the niggas. Because I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep doing that shit. You ain't gonna say nothing.
Nigga made $90 off an 8.
$90. Skimping like hell. Know them niggas come roll no full blunt. That nigga came to me and that thing.
More mosquito legs, boy.
Yeah.
Damn, nigga.
Tripping. I kept it real with my niggas, but the ones on the outside, like, nah. I was shit now.
Well, if I was smoking back then, I wouldn't have been shit. That's why I was trying to get y'all young brothers off the weed.
I was on that motherfucking heavy, boy.
Man, if I was smoking back then, man, I would have given up on everything.
I remember smoking in the bathroom and weight training. Niggas come by banging on the door and shit. What's that motherfucker name? Coach K, the white boy that came there our senior year. He was young, white coach, probably like 25, 26 years old. And he used to be in weight training. This motherfucker banging on the door and shit. And me and Javon came in one day and was like, what if you guys in the bathroom smoking pot again? And I was like, nah, we ain't had none today. We just smoked the blunt. And nigga was like, damn. Well, he got a little honesty.
Yeah, so mind your fucking business, white boy. God damn.
We'll go to the bathroom, smoke before, come to weight training after. And like, he ain't fuck with us. He wound up telling niggas, he used to fuck with KJ hard. They used to always be talking. But he wound up telling a group of us about different smoker movies and shit like that be on Netflix, talking to niggas about weed.
Cause he get high.
Nigga, hell yeah, like, nigga, you know what's happening. I'm grown. I've been doing this shit around my family for years. You think you go stop that? I used to smoke, nigga, I smoked outside in the front of the fucking stadium. One day, nigga, it's me and like 3 other niggas. It was me, the nigga that was a few years younger than us, his name was Jordan. I can't remember his last name. I don't think it was Lewis, was it?
I think I know what you're talking about.
He used to wear the J's and shit all the time.
Yeah.
His name was Jordan, though. It was Jordan, me, and 2 other niggas. And we out this bitch smoking in the front of the fucking stadium, bro. I used to be on some hot shit senior year, bro. Then talking to Cash and what's his name? Hudson in the office with my bag on me. They got weed in it. Talking to them in the office like everything good. I had some. I couldn't leave it in weight training.
Nah.
I wasn't gonna trust nobody. I wasn't gonna trust nobody. So, shit, nigga. If I go down, nigga, I'm taking this with me.
They ain't gonna do nothing. You in high school, they ain't gonna do nothing but expel you or kick you out or something. Motherfucking suspend you.
Senior year was fucking crazy, boy. And I ain't do the shit I was supposed to do. I ain't go to prom. I ain't get no yearbook. I wasn't gonna pay for this shit. Like, man, fuck this shit.
I hated freshman and sophomore year. Junior year was alright.
Yeah, I definitely hated freshman year.
I hated freshman year.
Sophomore year was okay. Sophomore year, I got drunk as fucking came to school. Sick as hell by 4th period. Throwing up for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I ain't like sophomore too much either. Junior year was cool though, cause it wasn't too much bullshit.
Yeah.
Senior year was
That shit was a fucking movie for me.
Yeah, that shit was cool. Yeah.
That shit was a fucking movie. I remember the first day of school started off as a movie. Yeah, you never seen a back to school day where all the kids from the neighborhood that's going to high school is in the house. They mamas and daddies and other grown-ups is in there, and we all getting high before school started.
That's crazy.
I ain't even wear no glasses to school the first day, nigga. Nigga, you know, I can't see without no glasses.
Niggas ain't give a fuck. Niggas was coming to school wearing sweatpants and shit.
I had shades on. No, I wore shades. I came in that bitch stove too, boy. I was in my zone. I was feeling like that nigga that year.
It was fun doing little bullshit back then. Like drinking and stuff. Getting high and shit.
I remember getting you drunk and Tyrone drunk. And y'all mamas being mad at me.
My mom wasn't mad at you. She was mad at me.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck you doing drinking, nigga? You know you can't drink.
Shit. But same time though, it's like that shit was fun. Now we drink cause it's part of getting us through life.
Yeah.
That shit fucked up.
Niggas used to drink to get fucked up back in the day. Now I be sipping.
Now you fucked up, so you drink.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, nigga. Aches and pains, life. You like, shit, nigga, I need a drink, goddamn.
That shit fun.
It's crazy how shit changed.
Yeah. Getting pussy was exciting back then too. Now it's like a necessity.
Yeah. Shit, though. Booty is more important than water.
Drinking water, a man's butt.
Not a man's butt. We ain't on fleas.
Oh.
I'm looking for a woman's butt.
You know if you take that wool off, it's all man.
Oh, God. Niggas be insane.
Yeah. It's a nigga that'll tell you that shit too in real life.
I don't want to hear.
No, I'm scared of that. But it's another episode of 30 Minute Smoke Break Podcast. Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching.
You bitch you.